Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about the dream world and how we can actually use the dream world to help navigate our physical realm. A lot of people might think the dream world is a fantasy idea or images and content that our brain makes up when we're sleeping. But as they say, when the cats are away, the mice will play. When our physical bodies are in slumber, that's when our spirit bodies play in the astral realm. We can do many things when we're sleeping, from astral projection, lucid dreaming, conscious dreaming. And for anyone who doesn't know the difference between conscious dreaming and lucid dreaming, with conscious dreaming, you are honing it like a skill. You are trying to make way for the best sleepful night without any substances that can stop you from hitting REM, like alcohol and marijuana and sleep aid pills. And once you have entered into that realm successfully and had your dreams, let me correct myself, you successfully always, that was my cat, just went soaring from heights, you successfully enter the astral realm every time that you go to sleep. But successfully remembering when you've woken up is conscious dreaming. And there are loads of different ways and tools that you can use to be able to improve this skill. It's a skill that you can hone just like your intuition. And with lucid dreaming, it's being able to be in your dream and control the dream. Being in your dream and waking up realizing that you're actually dreaming, and then taking over the dream and creating whatever you want within your dream. You could even go traveling, astral projection. Your spirit can leave your body and it can journey to other areas of the world, wherever you want to go. And the most interesting thing I find about astral projection is that if you have a problem with someone in the physical realm and you want to sort it out, and in the physical realm, there is just no chance of that happening at the consciousness that we are at when we enter into our physical bodies, you can actually astral project and travel to that person's higher self while you're in the astral plane, and you can meet and speak and talk through all your problems and bury the hatchet, as they say, because you're at a completely different level of consciousness. And as you know, you can't solve something at the same consciousness that it was created, same level of consciousness that it was created. So you can actually travel through the astral realm to meet their higher selves and sort out stuff that you otherwise can't on the physical realm. And then you'll find that when you've woken up that day, they'll get a nudge and you'll get a nudge, and it will just be like this feeling of like everything's fine, like everything's okay between us. Don't know why, but I'm letting that pass. You can use this to improve your relationships in the physical realm. When you are passing over into the astral plane, there is a lot of people that don't really remember what's happened once they've come back. And I actually hear quite a few people say that I'm just not a dreamer, I don't dream. You do dream, you're just not remembering. And then there's another category of people who remember dreaming, but it's only bits and bobs, so they're not really sure what the whole picture is, but they get feelings with it. And then there's another category of people who remember everything. They can tell you with all 5 senses what's happened, and they can remember it perfectly the next day. Of course, there's loads of grey areas in between, and everyone's at different levels. And even with experience with myself, I go through different points with my dreaming. Sometimes I have really memorable dreams, and I find that this comes as a warning sometimes if I'm not listening. I have a whole array of how my dreams come to me and how I remember them. Sometimes I don't remember anything at all, but I just get the feeling with it. And then other times I remember absolutely everything, and it almost feels like I just woke up in a strange place. It almost feels like I just left my home, or my other lover, or like my best friends. It's like it feels so real in that realm, that when I wake up in this physical one, I'm like, am I meant to be here? This is so weird. I feel so detached right now because I was so invested and connected to that other place that I was in, and it felt like I was there my whole life from one night's sleep. But who knows? I could have been there my whole life. Time isn't linear. Time doesn't exist. That's something we invented. I could quite well be living a whole life just like as I'm traveling into the astral realm when I'm asleep, and when I come back, that detached feeling, I don't ignore it. I ride very high on the energy and how I feel, my intuition, and when I wake up knowing I have the energy residue there of how that made my heart feel, I just know that my spirit experienced that. I know I was there. And it makes me feel kind of weird because I'm like, I didn't even get to say goodbye. I can just be ripped back into my body at any point, and I'm in this physical realm. But that's how tangible and real it actually can be. How mysterious and beautiful is the spirit realm. Those people that I met, that guy that I was absolutely in love with, was going to run away with him. But now I'm in this physical body again. Where is he? Cat trying to pull the whole tower down. But where did he go? So the point I'm trying to get to is the fact that we can feel with our energy bodies without a doubt, that we travel to places and we're making energy connections to different beings in different places. We're going. We are traveling and we are going places. My body seems to remember when my soul comes back into it. I get jolts of messages going through my body that's telling me, you've just gone somewhere and you've experienced these feelings and emotions. And I got to a point where I was like, okay, I want more content. I want more context too. So I started keeping a dream journal. Bless you, Bubba. It's sneezing. I started keeping a dream journal. And every morning when I woke up, when I opened my eyes, instead of moving my body, I kept it very still. Muscle has muscle memory. And obviously every bit of data that we hold in our spirit is also integrated into our physical temple. So I keep my body really still, and before I let any new information come in, and I'm awake in my conscious beta state, I just start going through all the details and start remembering as much as I can. I go through all my senses. What did I see, hear, smell, touch, feel, taste even? I start building out the memory of the dream as much as I can. I do this every morning when I wake up. And amazingly, I know it sounds so simple to keep a dream journal, but when you wake up in the morning, you capture that information before letting it slide away, because the day will come in very quickly and it will wash a lot of that information out with the stuff that you're dealing with in the physical aspect, in the physical realm, or just your day and what that may bring. The dreams get left for the night. But just by capturing and getting into the practice of being able to analyze and dig deeper for answers, for details, the more proficient I actually started becoming in just remembering my dreams. I went from not being able to really capture that many details at all, bits here and there that didn't really go together, from then scenes that led one into the other, to more detail in a scene, being able to decipher exactly the types of feelings as well that I was getting with it and what messages that might bring, to getting to a point where I was waking up remembering my whole dream and intensely waking up feeling like, oh my God, I was just there and now I'm here. I just felt closely knitted to my dreams, and even now, even more. And the other thing I found, that when I wrote everything out, it was one language in my head, another language in my hands, and once it had all been done and I read through it, it was like my intellectual mind just stepped in and was like, let's have a look. And it started breaking things down, and it was like, wow, the way we're reading this is coming out differently, and we're deciphering it differently from how we would if we were just analysing this in our mind. And I actually started to be able to pick apart the messages that it was trying to show me, the messages that it was trying to give me a lot more. And when I started building this skill more and more and more, I was able to start stepping into more lucid dreaming skill, because everything is just skills that need to be honed. These are just skills that have been numbed out of us from a young age, but we're already in it. We're in a phase now in history where the whole of humanity is going through a spiritual awakening. Everyone's at different stages with this, but the vibration is rising. We're all becoming more psychic and more connected to the abilities that we have as humans. We are awesome. We're not going to get invites to Hogwarts, but we might as well. Soon, we're going to be at a point where, and even now, the things that we are talking about, the things that we are exploring and delving deeper into, the topics of intuition and being psychic and having our spirit travel, all of the information and the spirit leaders and everyone that's stepping up and they're coming forward with what they know, what they've learned. All I hear every day is miracles. All I hear every day is the extraordinary. And soon, that's not going to be the extraordinary. It's going to be the norm, because that's us in our natural state. We are powerful beings. Connect with your dreams. Find out what it's trying to tell you. Sometimes when the universe is trying to send you warnings and you're not listening, your subconscious mind just screams at you and you will have a terrifying nightmare. Has anyone had that? You just like wake up and you're like, oh my God. But it invokes real emotion in you. Tears, physical tears, terror. That's your subconscious screaming at you. We need your attention. Heed the warning of this dream. It's a brilliant way for our higher guides, spirit guides, to be able to communicate to us through our dreams. Think about all the ways that they can communicate to us. We have so many conduits in spiritualism, using crystals and tarot cards. These are tea leaf reading. These are conduits for the spirit realm and our higher guides to be able to talk to us, our loved ones that are passed, to talk to us, send us messages. What's another conduit? Our dreams. When our spirit travels and goes and has meetings of all these people, that is the form of our dream. How powerful and magical and cool is that? Like, we get telepathic messages, like how I would send a WhatsApp. We get those in images and feelings, and it can invoke all of our senses. If we turn around and we show the universe that we're willing, not just the universe, but our spirit guides, our spirit friends, when we show them we're willing and we're listening, they're going to send us more. This is why our dreams increase, because we're getting closer to that part of ourselves, that skill, and all of our spirit guides and our leaders and the masters up there, they're like, okay, we can talk to you through your dreams because you're acknowledging them, you're appreciating them, you're picking them apart. You're present in them. You believe in them. So we're going to communicate to you using this route. You can leave your physical body and go and travel. It's beautiful that we've been gifted a physical body, but our natural state is being an energetic being, a spiritual one. Just like how a puppy loves to go out for those long walks, so does our spirit, done safely. And we can make huge, huge changes. Do it today. Invest in a journal, a dream journal. Go and get one that's cute and it aligns with you and who you are. Cute, sexy, badass, however you like to fall into your theme. Go and get a diary and a pen or a feather. Make it a sacred thing between you and your spirit. Every morning, just take a moment to write down your dreams. It's a great way to actually integrate meditation in the morning as well. Because you'll be doing a form of meditation by sitting, analyzing, pulling things up, writing them down. It sets you up for the day too. So I want to see photos. I want to see your dream journals below. Anyway, have an amazing day, a blessed day. Bless your heart and your mind and your thoughts and your words. And I will see you soon.